our tips. So if you haven't subscribed to our YouTube channel yet, please go subscribe to our YouTube channel, the Ecom Sellers Podcast. We invite you to share it out with a friend, let somebody else know about the Ecom Sellers Podcast so that they can get their e-commerce news, tips, and more. So with that, I'm going to let Kelly start with number one.
So back to school, preschool, 12th, through, preschool through 12th and college, because, you know, yeah, our school starts here in August. I think we just had our tax-free weekend. Um, like I said, my kids have all graduated. I don't have to worry about all this. But,
I think our
you
tax
should,
free weekend hasn't happened yet in Texas.
no,
No, it hasn't.
well, it's coming up, right?
It's coming. It's coming though. It's coming. You're right.
Um, but people are still buying the school supplies, and then you have high school kids that they don't know what they need until they get into their classes, and then the teachers say, like, here's the supplies I need. It's not like elementary school where you get the supply list a month ahead of time and you can slowly buy the stuff. No, it's high school, you get it all the first week. This is what we need. So we need this color of composition notebook, and and then college, the college and dorm supplies. That's big now. I went to Aldi, and I saw that they're we call it the Aldi Aisle of Shame, because it can be shameful how much you spend there sometimes. And it was focused on a lot of back to school and like college dorm stuff, like shower caddies and that kind of such.
There you go. For Texas, tax free weekend is August the 11th through the 13th. So, what we'll do is, I know that there are some tax free weekends that are happening this weekend. So, don't wait on us. Google your state to figure out when your tax free weekend is. Again, ours is August the 11th through the 13th. So, it's after school starts. And, you know, write down whatever you've got going on for your state. So, I do have, ironically, a couple of states that have actually published their tax-free weekend dates. So I'm a little surprised by that. So I'll pull that together for 2023. Alabama. Okay, so we've already missed Alabama's tax-free weekend. It was July 21st through the 23rd. So we've already missed that. Arkansas, yours is August the 5th through the 6th. Connecticut, you're August the 20th through the 26th. Then we have
Delaware is always tax free.
there you go.
My parents would always, we'd go visit my grandma and grandpa in Delaware, and we'd go back to school shopping.
Oh, okay. So Florida's got two weird dates listed here: July 24th, which already passed, and August the 6th. Florida also has September the 2nd through the 8th. I mean, I don't know what's going on with Florida, but it's on here twice. Iowa, it looks like you are August the 4th through the 5th. And again, this is a Google search. Maryland, you are August the 13th through the 19th. So they're doing a long one. Texas only has a 2-day. Mississippi, you're August the 25th through the 27th. Missouri, you're August the 4th through the 6th. New Jersey, you are August the 26th and September 24th. Nevada, you're October the 27th through the 29th. Nevada is really late. New Mexico, you're the 4th through the 6th. So, yeah, there's a lot of them coming up the 4th through the 6th. Ohio, Oklahoma, and South Carolina, you're August the 4th through the 6th. Tennessee, they doing 2 whole months. August the 1st through October 31st is tax-free weekend. That cannot be right. Y'all might want to check out Tennessee's website. I feel like that post is
Yeah, that
wrong.
might be a typo.
That's probably a typo. So Tennessee, it looks like maybe you're July the 28th through the 30th as well. Again, these double dates listed here. All right, so we already know Texas is August the 11th through the 13th. And West Virginia, you are listed as August the 4th through the 7th. So instead of 4th through the 6th, it's 4th through the 7th for West Virginia. So there's a few of those states. And if I didn't name your state, I'm sorry. The random website that I pulled up on Google May not have had it. So I gave you what I have, and we'll come back next week and talk about them. But if you know somebody that lives in those states, give them a heads up because tax free weekend is a great time to also potentially buy inventory that may be available for you to resell during Q4. Typically, most stores, when there's a tax free weekend, will have deals. And so we want to encourage you to go take advantage of those deals and clearance and sales and all that other stuff. All right. And everything Kelly said about back to school is all true. So, summer clearance, again, great time to buy a bunch of summer clearance when you can get it tax free as well. Summer clearance is already out there, especially for us, ironically. In some other states where it's going to get cooler faster, they normally start putting stuff on summer clearance to make room for two things: one, back to school, and two, Halloween. They know that there's going to be a little bit of a bump around Labor Day as well, but they're going to push for those year end, the season end deals by Labor Day. So you'll see a lot of summer on clearance as they start to make space and room for all the fall clothes, and they start to make space and room for all of the candy and Christmas and all that other stuff. Like Christmas trees are in the back of every Walmart probably by the end of August, believe it or not. So summer clearance, be on the lookout everywhere, including your Walgreens and your CVS's of the world and your Rite Aids of the world. And then also some of your smaller stores like your Family Dollar, your Dollar General, your Dollar Tree. Dollar Tree does have random, very, very random sales where they allow things to be 50% off or whatever. And so just a heads up on that as well.
Great time to stock up on pool noodles for shipping like fragile stuff.
Yeah, there you go.
So Halloween, you're like Halloween. Yeah, I mean, as soon as people like to get those Halloween decorations up quickly, and some people do it big, and so they start shopping early and getting there. In September, you got get it now so you get it listed and have it ready for September when people start buying. And I mean, it's like October 1st, poof, everything's Halloween in the neighborhood. So, um, yeah, people want to buy that stuff, and people make little haunted houses and such. Especially since you know it's been a couple years since COVID, so people are getting more used to going out now again and going and doing this. Doing get-togethers and such.
There you go. So yeah, get your Halloween. Order it now so that way you'll have it in enough time to get it shipped into wherever you're trying to ship it into, or you're gonna get your supplies so you can ship it yourself. Fall or autumn prep items. So that's everything. Like I said, I mentioned before, summer's going to go on clearance, which means they're going to make space for fall stuff. That's fall everything. That's also, getting ready for the change in the weather. So, clothes, jackets, you know, people wear light jackets during the fall, depending on where they live.
Yeah, it's like not in Texas.
Not in Texas, yeah, we're not wearing jackets. We think about
We
wearing
just get to less hot.
jackets. Yeah, maybe. About what is it, November? We start at the around Thanksgiving. We start thinking about wearing jackets, and we're still wearing flip flops and shorts. It's really crazy. But anyway, um, clothes, accessories, outdoor activities. People go camping in the fall or autumn. People,
Hunt.
sort of get the backyard patio covers going and the pool covers going, and because they don't want all those leaves in the pool, and they don't want
That
leaves
was one of my
over.
big sellers was spa covers.
There you go.
When I did drop shipping, yeah, that was one of my big sellers, spa covers.
There you go. And then things to cover your vehicle, if it is a vehicle like a convertible, that's that you're going to drive around in the summertime, and then in the fall you're maybe going to start covering it up, or motorcycles and things like that, boats. So think about all of the fall prep stuff. People will also be weatherizing maybe their houses with some weather stripping and caulking and the the plastic to go on the windows, and trim to go around the doors. There's just all kinds of stuff to prepare for the cold that's supposed to be coming. So this is your opportunity to start sourcing some of that stuff now.
So outdoor activities and entertaining. When it starts cooling down at night, people are able to go outside and go and do entertainment, and they might do stuff such as it's getting starting to be close to football season, so they might be you know take a projector and mount a big screen outdoors, have the game on, and have a barbecue while they're watching the game and still splash in the pool at the same time because it's still warm enough. So who knows what kind of fun stuff they might do. And of course, like camping, and then there's other activities like hunting that's going to start soon. So all sorts of different items you can get for that. I mean, hunting gear, like there's the gear. There's also, I would always wait till it'd be like March, and all the hunting no scent stuff was on clearance at Walmart. I'd buy it and then sell it in like August and September.
She's giving you all these tips, guys. If you are not writing this down, I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you. You're not paying attention. Anyway, the other thing is, of course, sometimes the last hurrah, depending on where you live, um, the last outdoor party might be, Labor Day weekend. And so that might be the big weekend, but there's going to be a lot of outdoor entertaining and fire pits and all that other stuff. Again, depending on where you live. We don't have that problem here in Texas, but maybe you're up in Montana or something, or Wyoming, where it's a little closer. Uh, and so there might be outdoor parties around there that time, because it may be a little too cold when it comes to Halloween to host a big backyard shindig. So outdoor entertaining in some parts of the U.S. and also the world. So don't overlook opportunities to sell stuff globally, as Kelly mentioned earlier. Replenishables and consumables. There's going to be, so this is like the season of replenishables and consumables. Replenishables are things that people buy all the time, especially when it runs out, whether it runs out every week, every day, every month, or a couple times a year. It is something that when you're done with it, or it's used up, or there's, the bottle is empty or whatever, you got to buy some more. Whether it be disinfecting wipes, toothpaste, toothbrush, those are the things we know, toilet paper, wipes, that kind of stuff. But also, batteries and DW40 and tape. Tape is going to be a big one. And those command hooks, people are going to be buying a boatload of those command hooks for back to school, because they want to organize and get the kids pulled together. And so, when they take them down, remove them and move it around and put it somewhere else, I got to buy some more of those little double-sided stickies, and those things sell like crazy. Um, Everything from, any food that you can think of, sauces, spices, marinades, seasonings, all of those things are hot commodities, and they're going to sell like crazy. If you don't think people are not marinating their turkeys, you got another thing coming. People are marinating their turkeys.
Crock pot liners.
Yep, crock pot lighters, everything. So when it runs out, I just want you to think, when it's empty, it runs out, and you got to buy some more. If you're putting it in your basket when you go to the store, other people are looking for that same thing to buy themselves. So don't forget those things.
So Q4 inventory products and ideas. So it's always be lookout for things you like, that's good for Christmas. I mean, you know, I'm always looking at when I'm in the thrift stores. I'm always looking for Christmas, especially I look for vintage Christmas, especially. But I look for Christmas stuff at the thrift stores because people might have been cleaning out their garage over the summer because their wife finally got them to do it or something, and they donated all this Christmas stuff, and thrift stores don't want to don't want to keep that, so they're going to get it out as soon as possible. Most of them. I have one thrift store in my area. They do a Christmas shop. They save everything that's Christmas that was donated, and November 1st they clear out this one whole section of the thrift store and make it like Christmas central. So, but most of them will have Christmas year round and Christmas sales year round. So, in Halloween and all the major holidays, I look for them all year round and list it all year round because it sells off season all the time. And at garage sales at the same time, you find blow molds or something like those old ones that you remember seeing growing up. Those can sell for big money. So, you know, don't ever, you know, don't say, oh, it's in the middle of April. Why do I need Christmas stuff? Christmas stuff sells year round.
I love it. I love it. I love it. If you've never listened to Kelly talk about some of the things that she has sold over the years, and she's sold a lot of stuff over the years, like Christmas stuff is it. Christmas is where it's at. Um, I want to encourage you guys to really seriously think about, you know, um, what is it that you think is going to be popular and hot? We're going to have a session where we talk about popular and hot for Q4, but what is it that you think is really going to sell? What is it that you've been like thinking about? Oh, this year would be great if I got my grandma this, or my cousin that, or my uncle that. I mean, we came off of COVID. COVID's still around. It's not gone, guys, but there are people are starting to, continue to open up. And so there's probably going to be more visiting of family members. That means there's potentially more gifts that people are going to be buying. So definitely be thinking about, okay, what is it that I could be giving away, or what is it that other people might be giving away this particular Q4? Um, and I should probably start sourcing that particular item. Just a thought. Just a thought. I have one more that I need to add, so I'm trying to insert a slide while we're talking, which is crazy to be trying to insert a slide. It's like, okay, I don't know that I'm going to get it inserted. It may not let me. So I'm going to try to get it duplicated. If not,
Yeah,
no.
I'm trying to think. I made, my sales went crazy on eBay this weekend for some reason. It's like, whoa. But I'm trying to think what I sold, and I don't think anything's Christmas. Yes.
Nice. Okay. All right.
So yeah.
Well, I mean, Christmas is there's going to be a lot of products that I think this Christmas is going to be crazy about. Meaning, we've already talked about Barbie. Okay, regardless of how you feel about it, it's going to be a hot thing.
Hmm.
It is, and so you might as well, if you're going to be a seller, then just look at what the potential opportunities are for things that you could be selling that are from Barbie. I mean, Barbie's going to be the hot one. Um, and then, of course, you've got all of the other, um, there's a bunch of movies that are coming out. Um, we do have, like, well, right now, what is it? The Disney Marvel, not the Marvels is coming out, but what is it? The Invasion or something? Secret Invasion, Secret, whatever. I never get that stuff right. That's happening right now. And so, yeah, so those are things that people are like, they're interested in. And those are going to be popular toys. They're going to be popular everything. So you might as well, again, consider looking at some of those as well. All right. I'm not going to, there it goes. Maybe from photos. I think I got it now. Thank you. All right. Save. I think it's in there now. All right. So If you are a person that has not ever subscribed to our YouTube channel, please go subscribe. You can go to Ecom Sellers Podcast right now so that you can subscribe to our YouTube channel and follow us. We normally talk about e-commerce news, tips, and more. We always want to give you a tip that's actually going to help you in your business. So definitely subscribe, share it out with a friend, let somebody else know about the Ecom Sellers Podcast.